What is up, guys? It's me, Dusty Minister, and I'm again back with another part for BAD Cup 3. In this one, we are going into part 2. We are going to go through some more games from round 1 of the winners bracket. This also means that I'm going to spoil some of the games from part 1. So if you guys don't want spoilers, go and watch part 1. But I'm going to remove the spoiler filter that I have right now in 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, long story short, guys, the Star vs. Blast was an absolute blast to watch. Damn, that joke was so fucking bad. So that was a huge game. It was fun. This whole series was fun. But I'm not sure what to I'm not sure because honestly, it felt like it was just a micro intensive kind of best of 3, and I didn't really see some big differences other than just small micro things in that series, and I felt like it's hard to say if Blast is actually just that good or if the Star is worse or anything like that. To me, it looked like two players that was very, very close, but just Blast getting the edges because he just wins the fights, which can completely break a game in a mirror. So it's hard to say, but Blast, he definitely moves further. Like, it was a fun series, but yeah. Then Nameless versus Shadowpug. I think Nameless, not only did he outsmart Shadowpug, I also think Shadowpug did some mistakes that he tried to fix in game 2, but then Nameless actually surprised him. I'm not sure if Nameless did it because he consciously wanted to outsmart Shadowpug, or he just accidentally outplayed Shadowpug or outsmarted him. So in game 1, Shadowpug, he, in my opinion, did mistakes against Nameless that I don't think is a good idea. You go offensive against Nameless. I don't want to break down the game too much. Go and watch my analysis after the game 1, and you will understand what I mean. But then in game 2, Shadowpug did something along the same lines, where he, on Deadly Fun Archaeology, actually wanted to go offensive, but it kind of didn't work because Commander got out from Nameless. He got the Canoness, and suddenly all of that offensive attack from Shadowpug actually kind of lost a little bit of momentum, and Shadowpug didn't transition fast enough into snipers, and yeah, it just went wrong for him. Some small micro mistakes here and there. So Shadowpug, he moves down in the losers bracket, but he's still a really good SM player. I just think Nameless, through some luck and some skill, outplayed him. And so Shadowpug, he moves down and Nameless moves on. So going to be fired to see Blast versus Nameless. We're going to cover, I'm going to break down that matchup when we get to it. Master Yoba versus Warp Games. This was an absolute bloodbath. I think Warp Games did his thing, but I also think that there's some mental block for Warp Games. I think he completely not underestimated. I think he overestimated Master Yoba, which is insane to say because Master Yoba is probably the best player of all time. But I also think that Warp Games did some crazy stuff where he thought that he needed to do weird Hail Marys or like huge, massive plays that he doesn't have to do. I think he could have tried and do something more standard and then try and match Master Yoba as well as he could. I think Warp Games could have done more. That's at least my opinion. But then again, I understand him completely getting stomped by Master Yoba. I'm not blaming him whatsoever. I just think that there was a mental block for him. That's obviously my opinion. And then Archigon versus AlixUK. This was a fire best of 3. That was probably my favorite best of 3. I think it was very much a back and forth. I think Archigon took the win, but I'm not sure if it's because, yeah, it just felt like a very, very close game. I think AlixUK got kind of outplayed in the early game, in the last game. That's actually mainly why Archigon wins. But yeah, this was a huge back and forth for both players. I think all 3 games was absolute fire. Archigon actually moves on, and he's going to meet Master Yoba. That's going to be brutal. But then again, Let's hope Archigon can step up as much as possible against Masayo, but we'll see. Ataraxia versus Adler. I'm going to keep it short. Adler got absolutely blasted here. I think Ataraxia is just such a good Eldar player, and I think Adler also mentally was overwhelmed, just like Warp against Master Yoba. Even though Ataraxia is an absolute monster, there's no way that Adler is doing the mistakes that he's doing. Like, for example, I think he didn't turn off, like, a Fleet of Foot while in melee for several seconds against Ataraxia. There's no way that Adler would do that against, like, normal levels of players. It just felt like Adler did some crazy mistakes that I don't actually think he would have done against Ataraxia, or against lesser high-level players, but it's because it's Ataraxia that it just mentally is very, very hard for Adler. So Adler moves down in the losers bracket. Ataraxia is going to move on, and he's going to meet either Scouty or Warden. Going to be fire. I think I have talked about Scouty. Scouty is a very, very, very strong Chaos player, and Warden, pretty strong Eldar player, I would say, but it's going to be hard for him. This is favorable towards Eldar, but Scouty is a monster, so we'll see. AlixUK versus Forgotten, going to be interesting. I think AlixUK is super, super strong. Forgotten, also a pretty good Necron player. You guys might think, oh, he went 0-6 in the World Championship. Yeah, but I can tell you Forgotten is better than that, and he was also in a brutal group at the same time. So, yeah, we'll see. AlixUK, he definitely he's definitely favored in that one. Bogik versus SirZQRG. SirZQRG is an absolute monster of a Space Marine player. Bogik, I watched him in Burger Cup 21. It didn't look too good for him. I've seen him a few times on the ladder. He's a pretty decent Space Marine player, but SirZQRG is just different. I think he's very favored SirZQRG, but we'll see. Maybe going to be an SM mirror, or maybe SirZQRG will actually go into Sisters of Battle. We'll see. And then Side, and Dead Morose. I don't know any of these players. I'll just keep it completely real. But I can tell you that SM is favored against Necrons 80% of the time, depending on the map. So going to be interesting to see. I don't know any of these players, so it's going to be completely blind going into that one. Tornado versus Deco. This will be the last game that we're going to watch in this video. That is going to be super, super interesting. I am not sure. I think Deco is favored because, you know, he's the world champion this year, but this happened 9 months before the world championship, so maybe not. And Tornado, guys, Tornado is an insane Tau player. I think he's like just as good as El Bandito. Some people will probably say he's better than El Bandito. So we'll see. Going to look forward to that one. So let's start with Scouty versus Warden, and let's get into it, guys. Right, so this is going to be the first game between Warden and Scouty. They are playing on Bloody Hell, the edited or remastered version. On the left-hand side, we got Warden playing as Eldar. I'm actually going to do something that's very important for Warden, because he was a little sad that I couldn't pronounce this name right here. This name right here is Old Norse, or which is very, very close to Icelandic. And I actually hit up my Icelandic homie to actually tell me, how do you pronounce this? And he said something along the lines of Inheria. Inheria, it's that basically means lonely soldier, something along those lines. And it yeah, it has something to do with Nordic mythology. So good on Warden. I hope I paid due diligence to your name, mate. And I hope you can forgive me. So Warden, he goes for 3 Guardians, a Bone Singer 3 Guardians, Fleet of Foot, Aspect Portal with Rangers, and going for a Plasma Generator. This is probably going to be grenades and Ranger build, which is very, very normal against Space Marines and Chaos. And speaking of Chaos, we got Scouty, who is doing the Dantist opening, basically. He goes for 3 cultists, so Heretic 3 cultist, Chaos Temple, Plasma Generator, Raptors, And he also gets this unholy sight. These cultists probably captured this and will go on the offense. So he attacks Eldar on 2 different fronts. The reason why I call this the Dancist opening is basically because... Oh my god, is this a decap? Oh, that would have been huge. It's because I've seen Dancist have this opening against Eldar. I think it's super risky. But it always works because you can be very offensive against Eldar. As you can see right here. While still actually teching, which is kind of insane. So we'll see here how Dancist is going to work this out. So far, he's just focusing these Rangers here. He's going to focus these Guardians as well. As you can see, Guardians are actually low-key losing this fight right here. Because cultists deal a lot of damage in melee. I know they're very squishy, but their DPS in melee is very high. For a Kappa unit, obviously. And yeah, Warden was actually... Yeah, he was forced to actually... Looks like he's actually... Oh, he's not building this. This is a bit of a mistake from Warden. But yeah, he had to use all of his Guardians to actually handle this Chaos onslaught here. Now he's going in on this Relic here. Whereas... where Scouty is actually capturing this very, very early. Ooh, will it be decapped? No, it's not gonna get decapped here. Scouty is controlling most of his map right now. He's also upgrading this. And he's getting his Chaos Lord, okay. Looks like we also have a bit of a fight over here. Where's the Raptors? So the Raptors are hunting down these Guardians. Grenades are obviously out for the Guardians, so they're gonna deal really, really good damage towards these cultists. This cultist almost dies here in melee against these Rangers. Problem is, Chaos Lord is now out. Another generator coming in here for Warden. He might actually go tier 2 relatively early. Oh, these Guardians are getting absolutely murdered. They're very close to dying, but they don't die at least. That's good. The early game is relatively stable for Scouty. Oh, but loads of cultists are actually dying. Raptors are now getting focused here. They need to get out here. This area has been denied 24/7 because Warden is under so much pressure. So much so that he actually went for some Dark Reapers. And 68 to plus 20. 74 to plus 20 for Warden now. Whereas Scouty is actually 92 to plus 10. Really, really good economy, obviously, but he's not going very early tier 2. In fact, he's getting Chaos Space Marines. Interesting. Also getting more and more upgrades for his listing post. So he's kind of eco-booming here. Looks like Raptors are going in here. Good grenade here on these Raptors, kind of interrupting. But now these Guardians has to leave. Okay. Scouty is kind of attacking on every single front. I like this. One very much under pressure here. But one, he actually throws a Hail Mary here. He goes early tier 2 here. Scouty's not going tier 2. But, oh my god, was that a whole wipe of Guardians? It was. Yeah, no more Guardians here for Warden. The Rangers has to run. There's 2 squads of Guardians now left. He finally secured this relic, but it's not... I'm not sure if he can actually hold on to it. Rangers keeps getting hunted down. These Dark Reapers keeps getting hunted down. Yeah, Scouty goes hard right here. And now this listing oh my god. Let's see here what Warden is going to cook here. He's getting another Dark Reaper squad here. This is super aggressive from Scouty, but he doesn't overstep. And he still kills a lot of Eldar units. Okay, we'll get Dark Reaper spam here from Warden. That might be the best shout because he sees a lot of like infantry and a lot of reinforcement on especially the cultists. We'll see here. Yeah, Scouty's going tier 2. A little delayed, actually. But his economy is completely out of control. 104 to plus 20. Now getting his Chaos Armory, that's going to be good. Good upgrades for his infantry. His aspiring champions especially. Oh, and getting even more Chaos Space Marines. Okay. Looks like these Eldar units died here. This is huge performance here. This is another Kappa unit dying here from Warden. A bit of a mistake to just throw away his Kappa units like this. Raptors are closing in here. And looks like Warden actually expected more vehicles here. That's why he's going for the Fire Dragons. But there's no vehicles on the side of Scouty. And Chaos Lord is just messing up these Dark Reapers, who has to run 24/7. What's the economy for Warden? It's absolutely atrocious. 74 to plus 40. He keeps on losing this area right here. Castle Lord has to run. Yeah, looks like we got plasma guns and grenades for these Chaos Marines here. And also the power swords coming in for the melee units. Or the melee aspiring champions. But it's technically all aspiring champions, but especially for Raptors, it's very important because they are melee units. This Culture Squad, however, is getting killed. Okay, Warden is finally going to support platform. He needs it. Machine Pit is also coming in here. Rhino would be really, really good for Scouty. He has 2 Space Marine squads. Oh my god, that was a whole wipe of these Rangers. Yeah, the whole squad went down. This is clean from Scouty. This is very, very clean from him. Yeah, Rangers has to be rebuilt. That is brutal for Warden. Machine Pit is coming in. I expect a fast Rhino. And as soon as this Rhino gets out, these Space Marines will be an absolute atrocity to go up against. Arch of the Week, improving the health for these Chaos Marines here. This is brutal for Warden. Scouty doesn't make weird mistakes here. But speaking of mistakes, this Guardian squad might actually get killed here. It's very, very close to dying here. Will get wiped. Warden doesn't control it. Another Guardian squad goes down. All the Kappa units are gone while not having the relics. Rhino is now out. Scouty will probably get Hell Talents because vehicles are coming in for Warden. Speaking of Warden, his economy is absolutely atrocious. I know he has a decent amount of power, but 85, which is the highest he has probably had this whole game. Huge engagement in here. These Dark Reapers has to run. Jesus Christ, huge play here from Scouty. Absolutely massive. Looks like Raptors going in here now on these Fire Dragons. Now gonna focus these Dark Reapers. Falcon is running out. One whole Dark Reaper squad actually went down, in fact. The only problem that Scouty has right now is actually that he doesn't have AV. But look what's coming. Some AV, guys. Only reinforced armor by now. That is... Jeez. Dark Reapers are getting focused. They're taking so much damage. Looks like Fire Dragons are getting into the face of these Chaos Marines. But it's not gonna save his Dark Reapers. The whole squad goes down. Warden is losing everything right here. Raptors are coming into the party. And Warden, he's like, nah, son. Nah, bro. Get me the hell out. That was huge performance by Scouty. I think this is clean. This is so clean. I think this is like... I'm actually surprised Scouty played the way he did, because he went... what was it? He went very eco-heavy. Like, not early tier 2. He was like, I'm not gonna go early tier 2. No worries. I'm gonna outplay you in like, the early game. And, yeah, he actually played relatively standard, even though he went for He went for early Plasma Generator. Chaos can get away with that easier than Space Marines can. But still, Plasma Generator like this, being offensive, still being very efficient with his army, denying this relic the whole game, by the way, was huge. I think, yeah, I think his version of this, whereas Dante's, he's more tech heavy. Well, the few moments that I've seen this matchup where Dante's is playing. But yeah, Dante's is more tech heavy-ish. Whereas Warden, he's like, nah, I just want good eco and then fight him with a lot of good army. Warden, I think his mistakes was... Yeah. I think the Rangers should probably be more offensive. This is... Okay, take this with a grain of salt, because this might be completely wrong. But I believe that the Rangers should have probably been in Chaos' base. Like, denying this relic from being captured. Killing maybe a heretic if it's exposed. Do something, because... I mean... He has 3 Guardians. These Raptors can't take out all the Guardians. Even one Cultist squad was also in here, but he still has 3 Guardians. But what ended up happening was Scouty just kept on going ham without Warden being able to actually hit back. And Scouty then got away with it while going the Plasma Generator, and he just got better eco, better economy, way too fast. And Warden, even though he used all of his units to actually answer these Raptors, he still didn't manage to get this relic, which is crazy to me. So I think you should probably have fight fire with fire. It's not always that I in general will say it's a mistake that that Rangers are being defensive. But in general, I think it's a problem here because they're always getting detected because of the unholy sight. That's why Scouty got it instantly, the upgrade for cultists, so they can detect the stealth. I think they should have tried to kill the cultist over here. And you might say, well, they can also detect the Rangers. No, yeah, but they're still capturing. Like, they're capturing. They're not fighting the Rangers. And the reason why Rangers are so good against Chaos, even though the whole unholy sight exists, is that they one-shot cultists. They absolutely murder them. They're also pretty good against the heretics, although, funnily enough, not to the same efficiency as cultists. So I think Rangers should be on the offense, and then just micromanage your Guardians very intensively. I say this like it's easy, and obviously it's not. Obviously it's not. That's my take on this one. The only thing that I for sure can say that Warden did as a mistake was that he lost all of his units too early. All his cap units. I think the game was 100% over. It was very close to being over before that, but it was 100% over when he lost all his Rangers. That's my take. I think Scouty looks super clean. But let's see if Warden can actually push back. Warden is better than this. I will for sure say this. And he could also get a better map than this map. Although I think this is a pretty decent Eldar map, to be honest. So we'll see. Let's get to game 2, guys. Okay, guys. So coming into game 2, we got Sugar Oasis. Okay. This is Warden's losers pick. And it's the same matchup, Chaos versus Eldar. Let's see if Scouty is just as clean, or if Warden can actually step up to him, or both. We'll see. So Warden, he starts on the bottom hand side of this beautiful map, Sugar Oasis. He goes for a Bone Singer, 3 Guardians again, Fleet of Foot. Looks like it's the complete same opening with Aspect Portal and Plasma Generator. Will probably go for the Rangers here. This is an absolute gorgeous map. It's an absolute gorgeous map. I love it. I'm so happy that this tournament actually has this map. Yeah, Rangers. Because I really wanted to cast this map. I think it's absolutely adorable. Captures this point first. Then Scouty. 1, 2, yeah, same opening. So Heretic, Chaos Temple, and Plasma Generator with 3 cultists to follow. captures these two outer points first, and then obviously getting this inner point right here. I say obviously, but I think it's like he doesn't want to take this first, apparently. Yeah, Raptors coming in here, and then Unholy Sight. Completely standard opening here. Let's see which cultist he chooses to go offensive with. I think these guys might actually be the ones that go offensively, or maybe they'll go and capture this. We'll see. No, these guys are the ones who's going in. So these guys are actually going in here. And then these guys will probably get this and go for the relic here, but we'll see. Oh, are we getting a decap? Nice, that's Warden is actually reacting here. So the Rangers are obviously out. Let's see here. Yeah, Fleet of Foot very, very close to coming in. It's not done yet because Warden went for three Guardians rather than 2 Guardians. Fleet of Foot would have been out by now. Ooh, these Rangers are taking lots of beating in the meantime. Okay. So Fleet of Foot is now out, and looks like we're getting very early grenades here, but that's normal for this matchup in this very specific situation here. These cultists that's also been making noise, kind of denying this area right here. Denying. We're gonna make that to a new name a new word here. I'm really saying some messed up stuff here. I don't know why English is so hard for me today. It's already hard, but I think it's very hard for me today, apparently. Looks like these cultists is going in here, and they're right in the negative cover. It looks really, really risky to me. Looks like Scouty wants to keep on going here. These cultists are taking... No. Ain't no way that Scouty is getting away with this. Hell no. No. Oh my god. That's a huge mistake from Scouty. However, these Guardians are getting murdered, however. Warden needs to be careful. He don't want to lose as many Guardians as he did last time. This area is still not captured because of this engagement for the cultist. So at least on that note, cultist was very efficient. Speaking of cultist, we also have an engagement in here. Oh, actually denying this area here from Warden. Good on Scouty. Warden is upgrading, however, his economy. I didn't talk about it in game 1. But I also think Warden should have probably upgraded his listing post in game 1 some more when he didn't get the relic. So I like this transition that he does here. At least get more economy through that. Speaking of economy, let's look at Scouty. He's plus 8 to plus 10. He's getting the Chaos Lord, a complete same opening as last time. Everything that he does so far is completely the same as he did in game 1. Eco Boom and getting the Chaos Lord. He'll probably get Chaos Space Marines on top of this whole thing. Scouty keeps on being on the offense here. Looks like Eldar wants to be here actually answering this. Finally got this area. Dark Reaper's also out. Oh, I like this from Warden. He's trying to do a counterattack, which I asked him to do before. Problem is, I think it's too late because now all listing posts are up. Looks like these Dark Reapers are gonna get focused here. Eldar had to leave this Jeez, dude. Decent grenade. Oh, this is brutal. This is very, very brutal. Yeah, Scouty is getting this area as well. Now the Chaos Lord is out here. And this will be a huge problem because even though this area right here might get defended well for Warden, who's stopping this Chaos Lord? These Rangers didn't really do anything. That's not too good for Warden. At least the cultist died over here. That's good. Oh, Warden needs to control his units right now. Do something. Capture this. Answer this. Okay, we have a little bit of a fight in here. This area got decapped here, and now Warden has kind of bad economy again. 74 to plus 40. I don't like that he floats this heavy on power, but apparently he went so hard on plasma generators. Now he's getting a webway gate. But there's no tier 2 coming in here. This is... Okay. Looks like this Bone Singer got absolutely demolished here. try to build this support platform, meanwhile losing this area, right? This is so clean from Scouty. Holy moly. He is relentless in this offense here. He's so offensive here. Chaos Armory coming in. Yeah, and tier 2 coming in. Will Warden try and go for his tier 2 here? He's floating ridiculous in power. Yeah, he's getting his soul shrine here. I mean, he has to, because at this point he would know that Chaos is probably going tier 2 here. And he needs to match it. Yeah, good re-engagement here from Scouty. Obviously getting his Chaos Space Marines. I didn't talk about that. Oh, these Raptors need to be careful. Don't want to lose them. They can be very, very important long term. For example, when you want to tie up some fire dragons and stuff. Losing Raptor Squad early is not a good idea. This area is still not entirely secured by Warden. Cultist almost dying here, but they get out. Oh, this is ridiculous from Scouty. I will give him credit where credit is due. This is insanely clean for me. Not as clean as first game, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I saw those cultists just suiciding for no reason. That was a little bit of a mistake, but other than that, Scouty is super clean here. By the way, is he again interrupting this relic? No way. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so hard to watch. Now, huge engagement in here by Scouty. He has plasma guns. He has grenades. He's now getting his heavy bolters. And these rangers are getting absolutely destroyed here. They need to get the hell out of here. The Raptors just keeps on bashing here. Warden is under so much pressure. Okay, now getting the Harlequin. Getting the enhanced optics for the Dark Reapers. But how is he gonna answer Scouty? Scouty is now going Machine Pit. Getting the Perch of the Week. Still doesn't have this relic, by the way.
Cross me and die.
Yeah, heavy bolters now coming in here. This Bone Singer is getting absolutely torn to pieces. Okay, plasma generator is now being built here. Very clean performance, super clean from Scouty. I know I keep saying clean, 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 but he's very clean. He's not making weird mistakes. He's not overextending. He's super, super, super aggressive, and he still manages to rarely overstep. That is against Eldar, by the way. This isn't like Space Marines or like Sisters of Battle or anything like that. This is Eldar, guys. Okay. Scouty is like a very underrated Chaos player. I think he's very, very good. I've always said that. He's kind of like, if AlixUK is... Oh, these... Oh my god. Jeez. But yeah, if Aaron Beast is the dentist of Imperial Guard, I would say Scouty is probably the AlixUK of Chaos. That's kind of how I see it. Scouty is definitely up there. He might not be the best, but he's definitely one of the best Chaos players we have. Okay, now going in here. I know Scouty is in the negative cover, and it is a little awkward, but his army is so powerful, he probably doesn't give a damn. Now going in here, murdering this Bone Singer, obviously. Yeah, heavy weapons increase was also upgraded for Scouty here, so his heavy bolters are just completely out of control now. More vehicle cap increase, I expect Hell Talents, yeah. He already has so much, like, damage towards infantry, might as well get some AV. Also, absolutely obliterating this Harlequin. Commander armor doesn't matter right here. Too much damage. Hell Talon is now out. And you know what? Speaking of AV, there is no AV on the side of Warden. He's getting Wraith Lords. I think it's too late, mate. This is so brutal from Scouty. I know it's very important to be kind of hype about these games, but I'm gonna just keep it completely real here, guys. When you see a player like Scouty here, it is over, guys. This is super, super good. Also, the global came in here for Scouty. He's getting more Hell Talents. He's getting more plasma generators. His economy is completely out of control. 122 to plus 79. He rarely floats too much, and when he floats, it's because his economy is so ridiculous. More engagements in here. Harlequin is taking so much damage. Support platform is in here. Is it able to actually hit these? No, it's right out of range of these Hell Talents. Speaking of the Hell Talents, they're destroying this listing shrine here. The economy for Warden is basura. We are talking garbito. 57 to plus 40. Wraith Lords, however, is out. At least the Rhino got down. That's pretty good. These Dark Reapers have not really been able to do anything. This Guardian squad is probably going down here. Yeah, we're getting more Rhinos. No problem. We'll just reproduce it. It doesn't matter. We own basically every single bank in Dawn of War history. So we have so much economy. It doesn't matter. Also getting the Unholy Monastery? Yeah. This is basically just tier 3 coming in for Scouty. And what about Warden? Not even close to attacking. Why? Because his economy is completely out of, like, really out of bounds. It's not going to do anything. This Hell Talon will go in here. Raptors are jumping in. They're gonna focus the support platform, probably. Okay. If this support platform goes down, Warden has literally no defense. His Brave Lords can't even handle this. Yeah, Raptors are kind of tanky because of all their upgrades. Well, I say kind of tanky. They're running right into the whole Eldar army right here. But they have their brothers to back them up. And Hell Talons just keeps on bashing. I have no idea. Like, Warden, I'm just waiting for the GG, mate. This game is over. Huge performance here by Scouty. Warden is leaving. This game is over. By the way, I didn't talk too much about it, but like, even if Warden gets out of this situation somehow miraculously, he still has to worry about like the critical locations. Scouty actually controlled all 3 of them, so hell no. Huge performance here. Scouty absolutely obliterated this situation, and even though Warden definitely made mistakes, don't get me wrong, Scouty is also ridiculously clean. Like, it's really huge. I can't come up with many of the mistakes that he could have made, other than those cultists dying here, but like, to be honest, when you're this aggressive, you're gonna make mistakes, and as long as you're efficient, or as long as you're effective in the damage that you're doing, it's good. So, for example, even though these cultists died, and like, it was super greedy, don't get me wrong, and did this decap right here, it still meant that Warden had to like reinforce his guardians, and had both his squads down here to actually capture or defend this area here. That meant that this area never got captured. This area, in fact, never got finished with a listening shrine. It was so brutal. And then Warden did what I actually wanted him to do. He actually went on the offense, but I think it was too late at that point. But But it's also harder on this kind of map, I think, than on Bloody Hell, because it's at least a bigger map. So counterattacking will take a little more time. I don't know, man. I definitely think, like, Scouty was just so clean. So clean. The few times, or not the few times, but the times that I looked at his economy, he never floated where I was like, why are you floating, mate? Because even though he has a lot of float, well, if you have so much income, if you don't float, you are probably doing something crazy. You're probably like getting units that you shouldn't get, or reinforcing weirdly, or whatever the hell you're doing. Reinforcing weirdly, I'm not even sure what that is supposed to mean, but like, there's no way that you can't float without doing some really wacky stuff, because he had all his globals. He had everything, basically. Nah, this game is over. This game is very much over. That means the Scouty is going up against Ataraxia. That is going to be a true test for Scouty, because Ataraxia is a super strong Eldar player. By the way, Warden going down on losers bracket. He's definitely not out of this. We'll see how Warden will fare down there. He's a better Eldar player than this, but I also feel like he went up against like really clean Scouty. But we'll see. Let's get into the next matchup, guys, and let's get into it. I think it's AlixUK versus Forgotten. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so apparently my memory is actually kind of working, because as I remembered, it's going to be Forgotten going up against AlixUK on Tranquility's End Remastered. Pretty good Necron map, I would say. I'm actually kind of surprised that AlixUK is completely fine with going Tranquility's End. But then again, I'm not in the process of banning and picking. I can't see what they do. So maybe there is a reason why we're in here. But AlixUK, guys, you already know who this guy is. He goes for three guardsmen, getting the tech priest, going for the infantry command and plasma generator. It makes sense that he goes for 3 guardsmen here. He wants to capture the map very early. He might actually capture his 2 outer points here, and then he goes offensively into the base of Necrons. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he leaves, even though I'm not a complete fan of this, but I understand why. He might leave 1 guardsman left to capture this, and this. But we'll see exactly what he does here. He also gets his command squad, obviously needed. Plasma generator getting in here, so he actually gets power enough to... Oh, no, he already have power to get the priest. On the top hand side, we got Forgotten. So let's talk about his opening here. Gets all of his generators. Goes for all his scarabs. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. He went all his scarabs, all in on generators, or at least he leaves 2 squads, and actually captures this. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be decap. Yeah. Nicely done here from AlixUK. He's also attacking on this front as expected. This obelisk is getting captured. I think he'll finish this in time. But yeah, AlixUK is going to try and capture the outer points. I like it. Forgotten is going for 2 Necron warriors here. Let's see here. He's plus 40, very close to plus 50. He's gonna try and decap this. Nicely done here from Forgotten. Should have probably tried and actually go for this one, but we'll see. This one actually got secured by AlixUK. He's also dropping the listing post. And yeah, he is delaying this cap order because he's only using 1 guardsman, but he's compensating because he's also capturing these points, so that's fine. Command squad is definitely going ham on these Necron warriors. Command squad will win. But obviously they're gonna take a lot of damage here. Good decap here from Forgotten. These guardsmen are gonna try and capture this. Looks like AlixUK and Forgotten is in a little bit of a back and forth with getting this point. And AlixUK is like, nah, I'm gonna land the haymaker in this back and forth. I'm gonna go for this heavy bolt turret. But is it too late? Because Forgotten is going in for this decap again. Okay. It's actually decent defense here from Forgotten. This Builder Scarab almost went down. In fact, I think it will go down here. Okay, at least it got decap. AlixUK, not the best economy. He's gotten denied all the time from these points here. And everything that he's capturing at his home is going very slow because of one guardsman here. So he's only 74 to plus 10. Very close to 80 plus 10, but he's gonna improve it rapidly. Looks like Forgotten is actually doing a counterattack. I like this from him. I really, really like this. Also, Commissar is out here. Looks like AlixUK wants to respond. Meanwhile, his command squad is actually in here, trying to go for this plasma generator, summoning core, and Forbidden Archive is up here for Forgotten. He's plus 70. Yeah, there's a lot of things to cover here. Looks like Necron Lord, he's like, nah, son. You're not doing this to my plasma generator. Will it be successful, though? Oh, good beam here. Nice, from this obelisk here. I like it. Yeah, this will get repaired in time. AlixUK doesn't get the plasma generator. But he didn't lose his listing post. It's very much a back and forth here. Speaking of back and forth, it's not so much a back and forth because Necron Warriors are... He's losing a lot, actually. Okay. Forgotten is getting more of his Necron Warriors here. And going for the Solar Pulse for the Necron Lord. I feel like this Forbidden Archive might actually be a little too early. We'll see. This looks kind of stable for Forgotten. Kinda. Going in here. Let's see Alex, however. 110 to plus 10. As I said, he obviously will go for he will obviously get a better economy with time because he captured this area here. Also, he's gonna really go all in on defending this area here. He's getting this turret. Tech Priest is kind of low. Solar Pulse getting in here. Really good Solar Pulse, actually. But is it enough to actually take down this listening post? I doubt it. But Forgotten is like, I don't listen to you, Darcy. I'm gonna go all in here for you. Okay, looks like this priest is actually dying here. Huge. Massive. This command squad needs to be careful now. A lot of their defensive capabilities and utilities gone because this priest is dead. However, this listening post did get saved. Tech Priest almost went down. The other Tech Priest actually goes down. Command squad is super low here. Holy moly, Forgotten is like, I don't care. I'm gonna go all in here. Saves his Necron Lord. AlixUK doesn't actually refocus it. Blade ones are also in here. Nicely done here from Forgotten. I like it. Yeah, turret also goes down. Okay. Okay. This command squad, at least it got out. Jesus Christ. Wait, he's actually going to Psyker. Okay. Does he have the upgrade so he can actually get the priest anyway? Because otherwise this is a very awkward composition. Like, if you don't have priest for your command squad, it's actually really bad. Okay, tactical control coming in for AlixUK. He's also approaching tier 2. Forgotten, not tier 2. However, he's getting his extra plasma generator here. Looks like Forgotten wants some more blood. It was very successful for him over here, so he wants some more. AlixUK, he lost a lot of requisition because of this. But his power, his power is increasing rapidly. Let's see if he goes for vehicles or he wants to be more infantry heavy. Right now, it's not entirely clear because he has a lot of infantry and he's upgrading a lot with his grenade launchers and stuff. He might want to, he's getting his priest. He's not getting the mechanized command as of yet. He wants to go all in on grenade launchers and maybe plasma guns. Plasma guns are very powerful against Necrons, especially the Flate ones. Looks like Forgotten actually want to go over here now. Interesting. Meanwhile, these Necron warriors are overstaying a little bit. At least the phase shift is in here. Okay. Yeah, Forgotten needs to disengage. I think he should teleport because he's caught between a huge, very, very strong armor or army and his turret. Looks like, yeah, looks like Forgotten teleported over here. He's overstaying a little bit. Looks like AlixUK is actually focusing this Necrolord. Will it die? It actually goes down. That is huge. That is a massive problem. Forgotten needs to get the hell out of here. I know the Flayed ones are in here. Oh my god. This is a massive mistake from Forgotten. Is he going tier 2, however? He is. He teleports out. I know he got this turret, but I don't think it's worth. And now AlixUK is on the offense. He has a super strong army at this point. Loads of upgrades. He's probably getting even better. Oh my god. Weapon specialization. Yep. Forgotten, what are you doing? You're getting... Okay, you're getting tier 2. Very, very close to tier 2. Also getting some Ghost Turret. This might actually be the good shout here. He could get some destroyers. That would be the counter to these guardsmen. Not sure if it's enough. This Necron Warrior squad is definitely going down. Okay. However, AlixUK, his economy definitely got damaged. 92 to plus 40. But now Forgotten is under brutal pressure right here. Oh, Wraiths. I forgot about Wraiths. Wraiths is a very, very good opportunity right here. Necron Warriors are jumping in here, trying to do something, but they have no upgrades, so they get absolutely wiped here. Solar Pulse is definitely getting in here, but yeah, Necron Lord definitely buys time here. He definitely buys time here. We need the Wraith Flight upgrade here for these Wraiths. Okay, good. What's the situation here for Forgotten? He definitely got a pretty decent economy, plus 80. He's losing this area for sure. Forgotten, by the way, got the take and hold victory. Condition might actually be one of his that might actually save him a little bit. It's a small light in the dark. Looks like the Wraiths will try and get in here. Doesn't seem like they have the... Oh, okay. At least they got the right Wraith Flight. Okay, that's good. This obelisk will 100% go down. Phase shifts are definitely helping out, though.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Yeah, the problem is there's no scarabs for, yeah, no scarabs for Forgotten. So he can't get his, greater summoning core. Oh, Necron Lord. I think this is a mistake. Forgotten needs some more Wraiths. He needs to buy time. Necron Lord has bought him a lot of time, but I think AlixUK is done with this time buying. He's definitely getting some Chimeras and probably some Sentinels as well. This Necron Lord has definitely bought some time. But I mean, buying time against IG is not really a thing, no? IG is so strong late game. It's really, really, really disgusting. I think they're very strong against Necrons as well.
Minutes until take and hold victory.
AlixUK is reacting to this take and hold situation. But it's fine. He doesn't want to push right now. There's no reason. There's 2 turrets right here. And Necron Lord that's going to Solar Pulse like John Cena Beam all day long. So he rather just want to use his time effectively getting these areas right here. Also, Chimera now coming out. Looks like Forgotten is trying to do a little cheeky building a turret right here. But what happened? Well, he lost all his scarabs. Okay, Greater Summoning Core now coming out. Tomb Spider. Is that the call? I would have definitely gone for destroyers. They can at least kind of deal with these guardsmen. But then again, the Tomb Spider is able to get the immortals out that actually can deal with these chimeras, so maybe it's not the worst shout. He's buying Immortals, though. I think he needs destroyers. But everything I say, I'm like, it doesn't matter. He's probably gonna lose anyway, Forgotten, because look at this pressure from AlixUK. It's so solid play. Such solid play. Mortals getting in here. Okay. Spider is definitely buying some time. Ah, okay, good. Good, we are getting destroyers here. A little delayed for my taste. We got a lot of raves. Yeah. Obviously, AlixUK is gonna put a lot of pressure here. Necron Warrior upgrade. Okay, interesting. Even though he only has one Necron Warrior squad right here. Right. Sentinels might actually get out from AlixUK here. By the way, his economy is completely ridiculous. 128 plus 60. And you know what? He's going tier 3. And that will be an absolute nightmare for Necrons, I think. Okay. Looks like Destroyer is getting absolutely trashed here because of the curse of the Machine Spirit. Okay. John Cena Beam comes in here and actually saves the whole thing. However, Sentinels are coming in, even placing this minefield. AlixUK, he's like, I know you're under pressure, but just the idea of you destroying this area is not happening. Minefield and heavy bolter turret, I am 100% sure with this upgrade listing post on top of it that you're not getting anything here. Necron Warriors going in on a complete kamikaze mission. They're gonna fight for honor. This destroyer has pretty much 0 HP right here. Toon Spider can definitely do something, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay. Holy moly. Huge. This is very convincing from Alex. Very, very convincing. Okay. Good stun here on this Toon Spider. By the way, Curse of the Machine Spirit is very, very broken. A super, super broken ability. Forgotten calls to GG, yeah. I mean, this game was basically over as soon as, like, Forgotten lost his Necron Lord over here and, like, lost so many Necron Warriors. Like, it was too much. I think this engagement he did here, good. Really, really good. This engagement over here, kind of neutral. Like, he got the whole thing, but he also lost a lot of Necron Warriors. And then he disengages. He makes a pretty big mistake, I should say. He basically suicides his Necron Lord. I don't think he expected AlixUK to actually, like, see the Necron Lord as being very low and then focus the Necron Lord. I think maybe he thought, I can just pass by here. Because he teleported over here, I think. And then he was, like, kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because he's like, do I run into his army by running around here? Or do I try and get through this turret right here and see if I can survive? And maybe hope that AlixUK doesn't see me sneak around, but AlixUK is a smart player. He sees this kind of stuff, so he focuses the Necron Lord and he dies. By the way, maybe the Necron Lord, no joke, actually had the space shift, because last time he used it, I think it was... Oh, I might be tripping. I'm not sure, because maybe he actually used it here. Whatever. A huge mistake. And then on top of it, he was like, I need to destroy this turret. But, like, in the process, he lost so many Necron Warriors, which was just... Nah. And at that point, I felt like AlixUK definitely took over. From there, Forgotten was basically stuck in his base, couldn't do anything. AlixUK was just controlling the whole map. I was GG. So, yeah, well played to AlixUK. Really, really well played. I like it. Let's get to game 2. Let's go, guys. Right, so for game 2, Forgotten chose Blood River. very mastered, of course, because that is the map you have to play according to the rules. And obviously he's going up against AlixUK. Forgotten chooses to double down on Necrons here. Again, he goes for all his Scarabs, but this time he actually gets out with this Builder Scarab. And looks like he actually wants to capture this point. At least he's building this plasma generator. Interesting. Maybe he's gonna do the Forgotten special, which is to build a turret. He could build one here, which looks like is actually going to be what he's trying to do here. Yeah, he's building this turret. Oh, this is risky. I would definitely say this is risky. Yeah, we're gonna see probably why. AlixUK, he goes for a Guardsman, Tech Priest, and then another Guardsman. Get the infantry command and the plasma generator right here. And getting the command squad. I think I'm gonna call it. I think this is gonna backfire for Forgotten. We'll see, but whenever I see this kind of turret rush here against IG, I'm not sure it's a good idea. It might be a good idea against Eldar, but IG, it's rough. Because as soon as AlixUK noticed this turret, he's just gonna counterattack. Let's see here. It might actually be an idea. Let's see. Forgotten is actually capturing these 2 points because this is where he expects the counterattack to happen. Yeah, Alex, he sees this turret. So now he knows that, yeah, he's going straight down to the to the Necron base. He's also getting this Commissar right here. Guardsman is gonna go down. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a counterattack for sure. Forgotten delaying one of his Necron warriors. I think this is a mistake. He needs more army right now because, yeah, AlixUK is at his doorstep. Because this Ghost Turret, you're investing so much power into, into this Ghost Turret. That is 125 power that you could have used on army. And speaking of army, Forgotten only has these Necron warriors right here. And AlixUK, he's going ham here. Kind of a small mistake here. He should detach his Commissar. And have the Guardsman still go range here. Good attack here. Looks like Forgotten is doubling down here, however. Okay, AlixUK is going all in here. Yeah, he's getting in here with the Tech Priest. This will probably call for a turret rush right here. Forgotten is very much in trouble. He is getting this area. However, he's under heavy fire right here. It's a huge besiegement here. Besiegement, is that the word? I don't think so. A huge siege. And now we got the heavy bolter turret right here for AlixUK. Command squad definitely taking some damage, but who's touching this backline? Nobody. Well, 2 Necron warriors right here. Now another Commissar getting... this is relentless from AlixUK. I like it. Obviously, his economy is absolutely atrocious. Plus 56 to plus 10. But he doesn't care because he's going all in here right now. Forgotten is caught with his pants down. His hands in the cookie jar. Yeah, AlixUK called the bluff. And now all of these... oh my god, this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. Another heavy bolter turret getting dropped here. Massive punish here for AlixUK. I love this. Yeah, and even Forgotten, his economy is atrocious. He has no army. This is just absolutely disgusting to watch. Even though this obelisk definitely got built. There's no Ghost Turret right over here. Now he's building a Ghost Turret without army still. This obelisk just got upgraded, but now it's getting finished. This obelisk also going down. Another heavy weapon or heavy bolter turret getting built here. All of the builder scarabs getting murdered. I don't think Forgotten can survive this. This is relentless from AlixUK. Doesn't go for this. Doesn't go for this. Who cares about this? Just 3 points and just going face first. I don't even care about like decapping this. I just want to murder Forgotten. And speaking of murdering Forgotten, it looks very successful so far. Looks like AlixUK just destroyed this area right here. Guardsmen are very, very much in trouble right here. But it's not by much. Then, no, this Ghost Turret is focusing the, they're focusing this command squad. So even though these guardsmen will definitely take some damage from this Ghost Turret, it's not adding up to the amount of pressure that Forgotten is under right here. So many, so many turrets. Oh my god, this Scarab went down. This Obelisk is taking damage. Necron Warriors can't even walk up because of the turrets. Definitely some guardsmen dying, but Forgotten is like, GG, son. Guys, this is how you counter this opening. I think a lot of people don't really underestimate IG's early game. Like, if they can turret rush, don't do this in general, like this turret rush right here, but this is like going Commissar, 2 guardsmen, and then turret rush together with a command squad. That is brutal early game. You see this opening against Tau for like most of the time, I would say, or you see it often. Like, if IG needs to be very, very aggressive, or they are forced to do so, don't underestimate them. They will definitely do some damage. AlixUK, his economy just didn't really grow. 62 to +10, that was the best he could get. Yeah. And that's obviously him capturing this. In fact, he was 56 to +10 for this whole game. But the little resources he had, he just used on army, and that's it. Plus heavy bolter turrets, obviously. And Forgotten, I don't think this works against good IG players. But at least if he had to do this, he needed to go even heavier on army. And he needed to capture this obelisk a bit faster, I think. Well, that wouldn't have changed anything. Wouldn't have, because he actually finished it in time. But yeah, one thing I didn't mention about what Forgotten also did was that he also delayed his economy. He never got above +60, and when he got +60, bam, down immediately to +50 when he lost 1 generator. So this game is absolutely just, how do I say this? This is exactly textbook how to counter turret rushes. And especially on a map like Blood River, this is so risky. It is super, super risky. Because IG has very, very short, very short distance between their base and Necron's base. So they can easily just counterattack like this. Maybe you can do it on Fat Amorca, because at least that one is a bit bigger, but it's still like super risky to do that opening. And if you do that opening, you have to get 2 Necron Warriors very, very early. And then maybe sacrifice some of your economy, but then what's the point? Because, yeah, you took away some of his economy, but you also sacrificed your economy. So, like, yeah, this turret basically didn't work. So, huge performance by AlixUK. He takes this series. Forgotten goes down on losers bracket. So, let's get into the next series and see what happens. I think it's Bogik versus a Sorg. Let's see if my memory will serve me well again. Let's get into it, guys. Alright, guys, so again, my memory served me correctly. We got Bogik versus the Sorg. We got a Space Marine mirror on Battle Marshes. On the top hand side, we got Bogik. Pretty decent Space Marine player. He goes for a Servitor and only 2 scouts, okay? And also going for his Chapel Barrack, obviously. Probably no generator, but we'll see. And then on the bottom hand side, we got, oh, okay. So gets a Sorg here. He also goes for a Servitor and 2 Scout Marines, but he gets an Armory. Chapel Barracks Armory building at the same time. This means Assault Marines for sure. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. I think Assault Marines definitely works on a map like this. Another thing that you sometimes see in SM Mirror is definitely 4 Scout build order. But we'll see here. I don't think 2 scouts might be the smartest thing. We rarely see 2 scout build order unless you have to. Which, like, you don't even have to in Assault Marines build order, but 2 scouts is more normal there. Looks like Bogik is going like he's going complete standard here. He goes for a tactical Space Marine squad and also getting his force commander. One of the reasons why I'm not a fan of 2 scouts is because it's easy to, it's easy to not get the map fast, which would be very, very important when you're going up against Assault Marines. Okay, interesting. So SirZQRG doesn't even go for the servitor. He's just jump over here. Okay, this listing post is also getting finished. I'm not gonna chase the servitor. That means that he's over here. Okay.
Scouts awaiting orders.
By now, if Bogik actually went for a 3 scout build order, one of these points might actually have gotten finished. So this Assault Marine build order is very annoying.
At your command.
But I don't think Bogik saw this Assault Marine build order coming, so
Yes, my lord.
it's be a little tough here. Looks like SirZQRG just completely denied both areas right here. These scouts needs to be controlled very, very fast. Okay, however, Force Commander definitely killed one of these Assault Marines. That's good, but this area is getting denied again. Good on Bogik to at least react very fast there. And now SirZQRG is getting this area. He's potentially getting this area again. Oh, this is brutal. This is so brutal. Looks like Bogik tried to do some sort of counterattack, but it's not really going to add up to these Assault Marines now getting out of this Chamber Barrack right here. These Assault Marines are still going to do disgusting stuff right here. Denying this area. Look at Bogik's economy. Plus 44 to plus 0. This is tough.
Scouts in position.
SirZQRG, his Assault Marines are a little low here. Need to be a little careful that he doesn't overextend. Speaking of overextension, he just gets out. He doesn't overstay. He's gonna meet his brothers down here, who is very, very healthy. On the other hand, these Space Marines are... Oh my god, now he jumps into the other squad here. Yeah, he's gonna deny this area for sure. Another Space Marine squad is getting out, but this gets denied. Oh, don't tell me the other one is getting denied. Oh my god. Brutal early game here for SirZQRG. Bogik has to do something about it. Good that he at least reacts, but meanwhile, both areas is getting captured here for SirZQRG. He gets out of this. He doesn't overstay here. Nah. Disgusting. Another Space Marine squad is getting out. Okay, I kind of like this by Bogik. He just, like, throws down a Hail Mary and just goes for Assault Marine mass. Question is if he has the economy to sustain it, and the answer is clearly no. SirZQRG is relentless right here. A huge performance here in the early game. He just went back and forth right here, and when it got too much from one of the Space Marines, he just jumped in with a healthy Space Marine. Yeah, are you guys ready to see SirZQRG's economy? 86 to plus 10, not ridiculous. However, that will probably change very soon. Yeah, he's getting this area, he's getting this area, he's getting this. Okay. The Force Commander is also coming in. Okay. This area is still taking so much damage. Bogik's economy is 62 to plus 0. SirZQRG disengages immediately as he sees this massive army. But does he re-engage for some reason? No, he jumps back in. Don't tell me that. Oh, okay, good. I was about to say no more decaps. SirZQRG is gonna do his thing here. His Assault Marines, for some reason, is actually splitting, tying up both Space Marine squads. Interesting. They're doing it again? Okay.
Victory countdown has begun.
Interesting. Bogik almost gets this assault, or this Scout Marine squad.
Scouts in position.
Looks like he wants to do a counterattack over here. He still has to be a little defensive. Bogik doesn't control his Space Marine squad right here. This is a bloodbath. No, he's losing the whole squad. Don't tell me he's doing that. Okay, good. At least he reinforces it. Yeah, he's doing a counterattack. This might actually be the best way to go. 2 plasma generators now. Another Assault Marine, or another Space Marine squad getting out here. Yeah, SirZQRG has a really strong army right now. This Force Commander is also in here from SirZQRG. He caught the plasma gun. No upgrades for these normal Space Marine squads here. From Bogik. Can't say the same for SirZQRG. He does have the bionics. He does have the plasma gun. Bogik is in. Oh my god, this is a slaughter. 68 to +0. No map control whatsoever for Bogik. 116 to +20 for SirZQRG. His economy is really good, even for this moment in time. He gets grenades. That's gonna make it even worse. Okay. SirZQRG has really reinforced his army right here. It's now or never if he does have just a small chance. But even the flamers are coming into the mix. Yeah, grenades is getting dropped here. Some assault marines are definitely dying. Bogik's economy commanders in here. One assault marine squad actually went down, but look at the backline. It's completely getting wiped here. SirZQRG is just firing with his commander. It's very, very healthy. Bogik's commander is almost dead. Looks like the assault marine, both squads actually went down, but Bogik is just going all in here. This listening post got upgraded. Now focusing the commander. The commander is gonna go down. Oh, this is really brutal. And now SirZQRG's commander is getting in here. He's like, I got the doom hammer right here. I'm gonna bash you mother effers to the ground here. Who's next? Get over here, boy. Yeah. This is, yeah, it's hammer time. All these units is dying. Bogik calls the GG. I like that he at least tried, man. He was like, okay, what the hell, bro? I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna go all in with these Space Marines. I think, this is not the... Like, if he changes this, he's probably still gonna lose against SirZQRG. But yeah, I'm just gonna repeat what I said in this game. 2 scouts doesn't make sense. You rarely, very rarely see 2 scout build order. Or a 2 scout opening, I should say. Because if he went for 3 scouts instead of 2, at least SirZQRG would be able to just deny 1 over here, maybe, in the middle. And then the other one would have been captured because the scouts would have been earlier out. So, and there I think Bogik would have at least had a chance to secure this area with a listening post. Worst case scenario, at least the 3rd scout would get out and probably contest one of these relics. You know? Like, I think 2 scouts is just really, really not a good idea. It's very, very bad, especially on a map like this. But of course, I believe that SirZQRG or Bogik didn't see the assault marines coming. But we're gonna see in game 2 and see what happens there. It looks really, really tough for Bogik because he's going up against one of the best, one of the absolute best Space Marines that we have in this game. That's definitely for sure, but we'll see. Let's get into the game 2. Alright guys, so for game 2 we actually got a kinda... Oh, SirZQRG might go Assault Marines once again. Yeah. So Bogik, he chooses to go for Titan's Fall. This is also a very good Assault Marine map. Yeah, looks like SirZQRG is going for Assault Marines because he's going for 2 scouts here. Yeah. So he's going for the Assault Marine build order here. Getting both the Chapel Barrack and the Armory. Only going 2 scouts is completely normal and completely fine in this build order here. And SirZQRG, okay, he goes for 3 scouts this time. I like it. It's even, I would say it's just as bad, if not worse, to actually lose in map control in this map. Points are a little more spread out. It's easier to harass with Assault Marines, I think. Oh, I might actually take that back. Forget what I said before. But yeah, it's more effective, and you at least have more opportunities to secure some points while getting harassed. So maybe Bogik actually sees this coming, the Assault Marine build order. By the way, you could go, in theory, for 2 Space Marines instead of the Force Commander, because Force Commander is very, very slow at reacting against these Assault Marines coming in. But we'll see. Like, the problem for Bogik is he doesn't know what SirZQRG is doing. SirZQRG could do something else. And, yeah, we'll see. For example, SirZQRG could, like, go very ham and just go for one plasma generator. And then going double Space Marines would be really bad if, like, there's just one Force Commander just shooting at you and you can't really deal with him. Meanwhile, he's just teching, so it's always really, really tough. Bogik, he captured this outer point here and went immediately over here. I'm gonna remove Fog here. But, meanwhile, SirZQRG denies this area right here. Don't tell me he's killing this. Okay. Yeah, so he denied this area. However, Bogik definitely secured this one, though. That's good. A little bit better early game, not as hard. Let's see here if SirZQRG actually doubles down. He's gonna focus this Servitor, I think. Just needs to be careful because the Force Commander definitely deals damage towards these Assault Marines. Good on Bogik to actually get this area. I like it. Way better early game from him. Already. But to be fair, the other game was definitely a slaughter. Okay, Bogik needs to react right here. Don't lose all your scouts, mate. Okay. SirZQRG can actually go range here, I think, and maybe actually kill the Scout Marine. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Okay, nicely done here. However, this at least got secured. Bogik, please build a listening post. You got the resources, mate. You got the resources. No, he doesn't do it in time. He was probably focusing over here. He had like 200 requisition at some point, so he could definitely get this listening post while getting this. But he probably reinforced some Space Marine or whatever. Gonna see here, SirZQRG is super, super offensive as usual. More Space Marines coming in here. Looks like Bogik's answer to this is not Assault Marines. Normal Space Marine mass. That might not be a bad shout. This area had to be cancelled. Bogik tries to recapture this, but the Assault Marines will just jump back in. A good Assault Marine player will always try and like time his jumps around so he can actually decap the strategic points correctly. Like, even though he doesn't see that Bogik is capturing, he needs to assume that it is being captured and that he has to time his jumps. Not perfectly, but at least like trying to deny it in time. SirZQRG keeps trying to get this area. At least he hasn't gotten this in time. More Space Marine squads is getting out. A fourth is getting out here. Again, not the best economy for Bogik. 56 plus 0. Can't say the same for SirZQRG. He's now getting his power weapons. Interesting. And he's getting his bionics. Does he have the plasma gun? No, he doesn't even have the plasma gun. He went for power swords before. Even though he doesn't have access to sergeants. Gets another assault or Space Marine squad. I keep saying Assault Marine. Yeah, Bogik just triple, double, quadruples down on this area. He wants to secure this area for sure. But SirZQRG is like, fine, I'll just take this, no problem. You're still not getting your relic. And I have a stronger army. I got bionics, I got plasma guns, I got Doomhammer. We all know the Doomhammer, right? This is the greatest weapon of all time, I swear. Okay, looks like we have an engagement in here.
Position secure.
Assault Marines are coming in. Space Marines are right behind the Force Commander. And the other Assault Marines are gonna jump in here. This area got secured by SirZQRG. Now we have a huge fight in here. Doomhammer Force Commander versus normal Force Commander and his Space Marine brothers. Who will win? I think probably, obviously, Bogik will win this one. But will the Force Commander die in time? I don't think he will. No, SirZQRG kind of suicides his Force Commander. Okay. But bionics is in here. There's too many Assault Marines. And there's no upgrades for Bogik on his Space Marines. Looks like Bogik is trying to kill the Servitor. But what about his army? Okay. Salt Marines try to get away from this force commander. They're like, nah, bro. He looks too scary. This Space Marine squad got almost wiped here. Has to be completely reinforced. Bogik is actually population capped. I think he put it on Overwatch. He should probably cancel this Space Marine squad and actually get some reinforcements. It doesn't look like he sees it in time. Still really bad economy, 68 to +0. SirZQRG has really denied him so much of the map. This is so brutal, jeez. Very, very brutal. Space Marines getting murdered here. I mean, I'm just waiting for the GG, man. I mean, last man standing is definitely this guy. Bogik's force commander. Even though all these assault marines are firing their pistols at him. Or the bolt guns, or what they're called. And meanwhile, all of, force commanders going down here. All the Bogik units are dying. Everything is just completely falling apart. SirZQRG's economy isn't that ridiculous either. But, yeah, Bogik has to call the GG. It's basically over. I think in order to actually counter this opening, now granted, I get the benefit of actually seeing what SirZQRG is doing. Bogik does not. But if Bogik is like, he's probably going Assault Marines again, I would just go for Scouts. And I would capture my outer points, and then I would attack SirZQRG on this area, and I would have attacked him here. So at least, like, the Assault Marines can't just be completely reckless and just go offensive, because he's also losing his points by being decapped. If he also secured these outer points, then sure, you might have to go even deeper. But regardless, I think you fight fire with fire. It's the same with Assault Marines going into Eldar's base. You want to buy time, which is to go a little bit on the offense. I explained the same concept with Seraphims when they get in. I think it's kind of the same deal here. Without being an expert about how this situation would play out. By the way, SirZQRG would probably win anyway. It's just, I think that is the only way you can go about it. Because this doesn't cut it. And obviously, there's also some map movements issues. Like, actually, when I said, like, triple or quadruple down, like, that Bogik, he stayed here to secure this area, he should have probably been like, okay, I'm gonna go into your base. I'm done with you just taking everything away from me. I'm gonna go into your base, and you better answer it. But, yeah, I don't know, man. This was brutal. SirZQRG moves on. Bogik goes down and loses bracket. Let's get to the other one. I've lost track, guys. Side versus Dead Morose. We'll get to it. Let's get to the other series and see what happens. But yeah, we'll play to SirZQRG. He moves on. We'll see what happens. Let's go, guys. Okay. So in this one, it's going to be interesting because I don't know either of these players. We got Side playing as Space Marines versus Dead Morose playing as Necrons. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why are we playing this map? Why are we playing this map? This might actually be... Hold on, I'm gonna remember a little bit. I think... Yeah, this might actually be the worst map that Necrons could go. Oh, Shrine of Excellion is in the map pool. I'll actually take that back. Shrine of Excellion and Quest Triumph is in the map pool, but regardless, this is horrific. 5 points. It's a very strong Space Marine map. Massive amounts of heavy cover. Nah, this is it. Nah, this... Yeah, whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna focus a little bit. So, Dead Morose, he goes for all his Builder Scarabs. And just go straight up Plasma Generators. Okay. He's done a couple of times now where he doesn't queue up his Builder Scarabs getting out of the monolith. That's kind of weird. He's also getting this Ghost Turd. Dead Morose is going face first with his scouts. But only one scout squad. Yeah, speaking of side here. Okay, so he went for 3 scouts. Now gonna capture this with his Space Marine squad. Going for the Force Commander. Okay, so standard build order. So, looks like these scouts, these scouts, they captured this. And then they went directly for Dead Morose's, base. I'm sorry, what is going on here? Why is this builder idling here, not building this plasma generator? At least he doesn't finish this ghost herd, because, he's probably getting, Necron Warriors out now, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I have so many questions. Like, this looks like a player who's lacking a lot, or like a player who is very inexperienced with the game. Whatever. Let's look at side. So, nothing weird going on. He's just doing his thing. The reason why I say nothing weird going on is because I have weird experiences with replays sometimes being corrupted. But Steam files are very rarely corrupted, so... And Space Marines is not doing anything weird, he's just doing some standard stuff. He's being offensive, as he should be. This... Okay. Pull it together, Dusty. Pull it together. And this is very frustrating to watch. I don't know why we're not building more generators, like... instead, we just focus on... yeah, capturing these points here. This looks like a player who doesn't play Necrons, and it also looks like a player who probably haven't played too much. But we'll see here. He's also floating like ridiculous. He's plus 40, but still manages to float. That's crazy to me. These scouts, however, is definitely taking a beating. Necron Lord whacked them. Okay. Necron Warrior squad is out here. Force Commander is joining the party here. He's gonna focus this Builder Scarab, I think. See here. This is still not getting built. I have no idea what is going on here, guys. Necron Lord getting stunned right here by the Force Commander. Yeah, these Necron Warriors are bashing this Force Commander right here. But I don't think they'll survive. There's too much firepower coming here. Looks like side is just like, okay, I'm just gonna go tech. Second Space Marine squad is now getting out here. Okay, finally Dead Morose at least finished this plasma generator. He's now getting this. He has 500 power. Where is his summoning core? Where? Yeah, sorry. Jesus Christ. So Necron Lord, he's gonna jump in here, but he needs to be careful of the Force Commander. If this Necron Lord got stunned here, it's gonna be a nightmare. Side is smart. He gets down in this heavy cover here. To avoid these Necron Warriors dealing too much damage, and the Necron Warriors getting down with him is not getting the effects that they want. This Necron Lord is almost dying here. As you can see here, Force Commander just gets a bash out with this Necron Lord. He is absolutely destroying the Necron Lord, especially when the Necron Lord has no upgrades. All of these Builder Scarabs are getting absolutely murdered here. Plus 60, still manages to be like more than 500 power. Yeah. Tier 2 coming in for side. Necron Lord apparently going range here. Not like that it matters. Grenades getting out here. Looks like the Dead Morose is calling GG. Yeah, GG. Holy. Okay, this is why I... Yeah. Oh my god. Obviously, this is a very big tournament. There's a lot of players in this tournament, and this means that a lot of like new players will get into this tournament. Or at least potentially. Dead Morose, he's either very new or he is lacking, as in he can't play this game. Like that kind of lacking. But I don't think so, because he's just doing weird stuff. Like, there's no way we're playing this map. I've already explained why this map is absolutely atrocious. The only upside for Necrons, and this is literally the only upside, is slag deposits. But I don't even know if I want to analyze this. I don't want to be harsh, but this is just the reality of the situation. If you are in a tournament like this, I don't know sides level. I have no idea. Like, I have absolutely no idea. But I can tell you that Dead Morose, this is not a bash. This is just being real, like, and honest. This might sound super disrespectful, but no joke, I'm not even sure if Dead Morose would have won against Insane AI. I don't. Like, I really, really don't. He didn't even get a summoning call this whole game. Yeah, I don't want to harp more on it. That was very frustrating to watch. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't have high hopes for game 2. I really will try and, like, calm down. There's no reason to. Like, the last thing I want is be disrespectful towards players. It's not fair. I don't care how low a level it is. It's just, yeah. Yeah. This is one of the downsides of this format for this tournament, is that these kind of games will happen. But yeah, let's get into one of the only downsides. There's definitely, like, this tournament is amazing. There's just very few moments where this will happen. But whatever, let's get into game 2 and see what happens. Let's go. Alright guys, so for game 2, we got Blood River, same matchup, Space Marines versus Necrons. This is definitely a better map. It's not as brutal for Necrons as it is for Space Marines. Or as Meeting of Minds was. However, this is still a map that Space Marines, where they can easily do some early harass. Sometimes you see Space Marines even going all in, 5 to 6 scouts, and then just go face first into Necron's space. In fact, he's going instantly in with 2 of his scouts right here, leaving 1 scout behind, I guess, to actually cap. This is interesting from side. And on the top hand side, we got Dead Morose, who is still not rallying his scarabs here. Plasma generator got finished here. Let's get in this Necron warrior in here. Necron Lord. There's more Necron warriors. Okay. This Builder Scarab is definitely dead. It's very normal to queue up a turret on this map as Necrons, because this is very normal to get rushed like this. Side's economy is going to be very awkward. He's using the Space Marine to, I guess, capture this. No, he's not. Decap this area. Kill some few scarabs, that's good. Okay, so just leaving this Scout Marine behind to just cap. I think this is weird, to be honest. He apparently really wanted his Space Marine squad to get earlier out. Yeah, he's now focusing these Builder Scarabs. I like this from side. He focuses on different areas, and these Necron Warriors are very, very slow. Whereas Scout Marines are very, very fast, so at least they're getting something. A big decap here. This might be a little too risky for his side. He's losing all his scout. I know he got the decap, but this is not worth. Only 3 plasma generators. So, oh my god. It's very, very brutal for Dead Morose here. Gonna try and engage here on these Space Marines with the Necron Lord. At least he's out. Side is not having a good time either. Like, honestly, this economy game right here, not the best. I think 4 scouts would have done kind of the same thing with way better economy. And then just getting early force commander. Yeah, I think that would have been better. But okay. At least Side got the work done. He killed a lot of scarabs. Delayed the economy significantly. Even stopped this strategic point from being captured. He's now getting this. And this. So one of the scouts actually went over here instead. It's good. Side disengages. Smartly done by him. There's no reason to overstay here. Looks like he wants to fight anyway in the heavy cover. Yeah, detaching his force commander so that guy can actually go in on this Necron Lord. Absolutely destroying the Necron Lord. It's not even a close competition whatsoever. I know the Necron warriors are in the mix here, but they are also taking a lot of damage. 62 to +0. Yeah, this is very, very slow economy here for Side. Morose is actually getting his plasma generators here. That's good. More Space Marines coming out here, however. Okay, both relics is being captured here. Necron Lord taking a lot of damage, but speaking of damage, these Necron warriors are taking just as much damage. A whole squad actually got wiped. Looks like Necron Lord wants to tie up these Space Marines. Necron Lord now getting into the mix, but he's getting stunned. He's getting absolutely obliterated here. He's kind of stuck, I guess. Yeah, he's jumping out. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting here. Yeah, Necron Lord is dying here. Turret is not gonna be up in time. It's too late, basically. I don't know what that Morose is saying, but I expect a GG here. Yeah, GG. I don't think this is the highest level from either of these players. Side kind of does something that makes sense, but I think that there's just way better ways to go about it. Yeah. I mean, but it's hard to say. Like, I need to see how Side goes up against some of the better players, because this wasn't it. I'm not gonna bash Dead Morose more. I've already said my 2 piece about him. There's just too many mistakes, and he doesn't look very experienced with Necrons whatsoever. Even like with Dawn of War, period. It could be one of these players that just started playing and he wanted to start playing with tournaments. I know a lot of people in the World Championship try to do that, like a lot of players who haven't played the game before. And then they wanted to sign up for a tournament, and I'm like, it's the World Champion, bro. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be tough. And I mean, this is a bigger tournament. I don't think they had the same filter for the level of players, and that basically meant that how do I say this? That basically meant that you would have a situation where it got really, really tough for some of these players that went in here and not getting filtered out. They're just gonna get blown out even by the low to mid tier players. But yeah, whatever. I guess well played to Side. He moves on. Dead Morose go down in the losers bracket. Let's get to the last one, which I would presume is Deco versus Tornado. So let's get it, guys. Okay, guys. So this is going to be the last series, which I've been looking really forward to this one. You got Deco going up against one of, if not the best Tau player in the world, which is Tornado. On the bottom hand side, Tornado, he starts as Tau. He goes for 2 stealth teams, Builder, another stealth team, and then he gets jetpacks. Yeah, obviously Tau Barrack and Plasma Generator. And on the top hand side, we got our world champion, guys. This is 9 months before the world championship. But we got a super strong player, as you know, in Deco. He goes for Bone Singer, 2 Guardians, Fleet of Foot, get them Rangers, and Plasma Generator. I think Blood River is kind of a favorite map for Eldar. I think Eldar definitely don't like, or Eldar definitely like a map that is not too Vespid heavy, but we can still go Croots for Tornado, however, but I don't think he will. He's obviously getting Tau Commander instead. But looks like Tornado is actually going for 3 stealth teams, which might actually be because he wants fast map control and maybe outdo Deco in terms of map control. We'll see. That will be very interesting. Arceus getting out as the second unit after Ranger Squad. This is because she's really, really good against the Tau Commander here. But yeah, so far both players are just building their buildings, doing their thing. Tau definitely has a better map control because they have 3 Kappa units with jetpacks included. So yeah, they're very, very fast at capping. As you can see here now, Tornado is going for this critical location. Just got this relic and critical location also in a cap order here. So Deco, he's plus 56 to plus 10. Whereas Tornado, he's 62 to plus 10, and that is improving rapidly. He just upgraded this area right here. So no army, no early army for Tornado. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Tau Commander actually got a Flamer. That's going to give him a lot of early game power right here. A lot of Guardians actually dying here. This might actually be a little risky for Deco here. Oh, the Guardian almost went down. 2 HP. Oh, in fact, he actually went down. Huge. Huge. Massive. Now we have a huge capper difference. This is definitely going to be painful. However, I didn't even notice, but this stealth suit actually went down. Interesting. I think one Guardian with Warlock definitely went down here and then killed it. My bad, guys. I missed that. So at least Deco definitely got that. Yeah, not much army from Tau. He's just eco booming. Tornado, that is 98 plus 10. 3 minutes into the game. That is ridiculous. Got some Fire Warriors, however. I think this might actually be the way to go. Like, kind of counter this opening from Deco. Because Deco doesn't have a lot of, like, straight up early game damage. Like, he doesn't go for Dark Reapers or anything like that. Oh my god, are we getting a decap right here? Okay, not yet. But yeah, obviously Rangers are really, really annoying. But not gonna do too much against Tau right here. Okay, Vespid's now coming out for Tornado. Interesting choice. They're gonna detect these Rangers. That's probably why they're here. Deco keeps trying to bash this listing post. Obviously, it's gonna take some time. Deco is going to decap this one. I think this might actually be a wipe because these Vespids are just gonna bounce them away with their ability. Oh, Deco, are you throwing away your Guardian squad? That is not good. However, you are going tier 2. I might actually think that that's a good idea. But, you know what? Tornado is doing the same thing. Now, all these Guardians are going down. Oh my god. Oh, Deco. Not the best early game for you, my guy. Plus 80 to plus 30. I think this opening from Tornado was straight up a counter to Deco's way of playing. I really, really do think that. Okay, let's see how Deco's going to play this out. He's going to decap this, however, that's good. I think this might actually be the right call. Yeah, 92 to plus 30 for Tau. Also getting the Path of Enlightenment. Obviously getting a bunch of Fire Warriors. Let's see what he does in tier 2. Plus 80 to plus... About to be plus 40. For Deco here. Rangers getting in here. Nice. Oh, vehicle beacon. Oh my god.
We have mastered the art.
Deco needs AV very fast. He's getting his support platform. Or a support portal, I should say.
We return to defend the craft world.
Victory countdown has begun.
This is a very, very interesting game. Hey? Rangers needs to run. These Vespits are really, really good. They've been very, very effective so far. Both stealth suits are still alive. This is very good news for Tornado. Because it basically means that he can get early access to AV. Okay, also got the advanced pulse rifle upgrade for these Fire Warriors, so they're gonna hit like a truck and have very long range. Falcon is also coming in here. Okay. Still really good economy for Tornado, and he's just playing defensive because Eldar, he knows that Eldar can't really do anything. So he's like, I'm just gonna buy time. The later we go into this in this matchup, as far as I understand, the better for Tau. It's very, very hard for Eldar's army that normally outranges everyone to get even more outranged. Obviously, I'm oversimplifying this, and there's probably nuances that I don't fully understand. But what I do understand is when I see blood, and I see a lot of blood right here, holy moly, that's a lot of Rangers. Tau Commander disengages. Devilfish is out. This got destroyed here. Falcon in here.
We are under enemy fire.
Only one Dark Reaper squad. Deco needs some AV. He's getting the Harlequin. Harlequin is definitely helping with detecting these Devilfishes. That's good. But I feel like a Tornado in theory could just go for... Yeah, exactly. He could go for Barracudas. And then Deco doesn't have enough AV at all. Hey, Fire Dragons are actually in here. So that statement that I just gave before actually will switch a little bit. Okay, good Psychic Storm actually. Huge performance right here from Deco. Massive engagement in here. Lots of Fire Warriors for sure dying. Tornado getting a little bit caught off here. Oh, good engagement again from Deco. Nice performance right here. Devilfish went down here. Falcon is very, very low, but is it enough? Vespits trying to do their thing. But Barracuda is getting out. And what is the answer? Not a lot, because these Vespers are actually tying up these Fire Warriors. Or Fire Dragons. Who's stopping this Barracuda? I don't think anyone is stopping this Barracuda. Harlequin is trying to do her thing. Try to land the kiss ability. In fact, there's two Harlequins and a bunch of Bone Singers, okay? Oh, Deco. Okay. This Barracuda still doing its thing. One Fire Dragon squad is not enough because of these Vespits. More AV is needed, but I don't think Deco can actually afford it. 62 to plus 40, yes, horrible economy. He's trying to throw Hail Mary, but it's 100% not working. No GG from Deco. I see you, Deco. I see you. I've noticed you don't put so many GGs out there. Whatever. Huge performance by Tornado, by the way. I actually like what Deco tried to do, but as soon as this Barracuda, I was thinking exactly this. There's not enough AV, and even though the Fire Dragons came out, it's not enough. Like, the Vespers are just gonna tie them up. Yeah, I think the early game was just too solid. Like, the map control difference was huge because of this one Guardian squad dying. 2 cappers getting out of Deco's base, whereas 3 was coming out from Tau. What else? Oh, yeah. Tornado not making many mistakes. I know this situation looked really bad for him, and it was kind of bad, but that's the only thing that actually went wrong. Everything else made sense. Was a little, like, I think it was good that he actually went for... Yeah, that he actually went for listing post rush. And eco heavy, because, like, Rangers aren't gonna do anything towards these buildings whatsoever. And... he went Fire Warriors relatively late anyway, and Rangers aren't gonna be able to detect these stealth suits. So Rangers would kind of, I'm not gonna say completely useless, they just wouldn't do enough to what Tornado was doing. Tornado was just like, okay, I'm just gonna upgrade my buildings, and if you go for my Tau commander, don't worry, I'll just jump away. I'm not sure, like, this looked really solid from Tornado. Deco definitely had his moments, but I actually think this might actually have been the map that I don't know, like, Blood River maybe not be the best map for Eldar, but I'm not sure because I'm not an expert on Eldar or Tau either. But usually when I see this map, Tau doesn't really have a good time. Tau would rather like very terrain heavy maps and stuff. But yeah, whatever. Let's actually get into tier 2. Let's get into map 2 and see if Deco is going to push back. We'll take a look at it, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so for game 2, guys, we got Deco again going up against Tornado, Eldar versus Tau. So no one is switching, no one is doing anything. Deco, he doubles down on this one. However, we're playing a much more different map. We are playing Battle Moshes. Interesting. Deco, he goes for 2 Bone Singers, 2 Guardians, and Fleet of Foot. So same opening as last time. I assume that he's going Plasma Generator. I would be shocked if he doesn't. I'm gonna stick around to just make sure that he does it, because otherwise it's going to be Dark Reaper Mass. Okay, he is getting a Plasma Generator. I was very... But he's still getting Dark Reapers. Very, very different opening. He's also getting going to try and capture this. That's why he has a rally point here. So no Rangers this time. On the bottom hand side, we on the other hand have the exact same opening. Yeah, the exam is... Yeah, otherwise this... Yeah, so he went for 2 stealth suits, builder, stealth suit. And then Tau Commander obviously getting the Tau Barrack and Plasma Generator. So standard with a little bit of the exception. 3 stealth teams. Now I know, like, stealth 3 or 2 both can work. I think 3 might actually be the best way to go, especially on a map like this. This is a good Tau map, by the way. Like, Vespit, this is Vespit's heaven. It's also stealth team heaven with jetpacks. Deco is obviously getting his Warlocks because he needs to detect these stealth teams here. So far, nothing crazy going on. Tornado is not going for early Vespits. That would also be very greedy. Because he would delay a lot of his listing post if he had to do that. Looks like Tau Commander is gonna stay here. He doesn't have his Flamer yet, but he'll probably get it very soon. Yeah, he's getting his Heavy Flamer very, very soon here. Okay, Stealth Team is under attack right here. Tornado doesn't... Oh my god, he gets out with 10 HP. Jeez. Okay, looks like Deco has had enough. This is a better... this is a way better response. But... look what Tornado is doing. He's like, okay, no problem. I'm gonna go more in army instead of going for very early economy. Because he sees that Deco is not going Rangers. He sees Dark Reapers. So he needs to do something right now. And you know what he's doing? He's gonna counterattack right here. Oh, Deco. He's gonna have to go back with his other Dark Reaper squad. However, he's definitely doing some damage to these builders over here. But this generator just straight up went down. No rangers to protect it. No Farseer to protect it either. Oh my gosh, this Bone Singers... These Bone Singers is going to try and finish this Listening Shrine. Deco is at least getting this. Yeah, he's getting it.
The burden of leadership lies with us.
We bring heavy weapons to crush the enemy.
Okay, Deco is still in trouble over here. This is a huge performance by Tornado. I feel like it's very, very clean what he's doing. He's still upgrading this listing post.
Successful.
Looking at Tau, doesn't have ridiculous economy as he had last game, 74 to plus 10. Still pretty decent. Deco has kind of the same economy except for him losing this plasma generator. That was huge. Looks like Farseer is... Okay, she's gonna turn around and actually get down here. She thinks this is more important than trying to secure this area here. Looks like... Yeah, it looks like the stealth team actually survived here. Okay. Tau Commander kind of fighting together with these Vespids. A lot of these Guardians. Good. Mind War getting dropped here on this Tau Commander. This is the main reason why you go Farseer against Tau. Mind War is just so good against Tau Commander, who only has 1000 HP. Fire Warriors are now out. Okay. Deco is gonna tie up with these Guardians who still have Fleetfoot on. Vespids are gonna jump out. Oh my god, this is gonna be painful for Deco. Except if he doubles down. He has so many Dark Reapers, but Tornado is just outmaneuvering him. Outmaneuvering him. English is hard, guys. Okay. Farseer is now out here. Deco has a very strong army. But looking at the map, he's kind of in trouble here. Good Psychic Storm, however. Deco is gonna throw all his money into one basket here and gotta focus these Fire Warriors here. Good Rave Tomb right here. Farseer wants to tie these guys up. Vespids are coming right back in to actually defend. Even the Tau Commander is joining the party. Now Deco has to leave. These other Dark Reapers are over here. This is brutal for Deco. His economy is plus 80 to plus 0. He can't tech. Bone Singer is coming in here, but dying. Dark Reapers are getting tied up. However, another squad of Dark Reapers are coming in here. There's 4 Dark Reaper squads here. There's Farseer. She's actually kind of low. Taking loads of damage. Looks like the Bone Singer tried to actually Rave Tomb here, but she gets interrupted for some reason. So many Dark Reapers actually dying. Tornado is... Oh my god, this Farseer is so low as well. Deco gives up. He knows it's inevitable. Really well played by Tornado. Jesus Christ. It's funny, right? I've heard many times that Tau is very favored, or not very favored, but favored against Eldar. It's the only race that actually is favored against Eldar. But whenever I see Tau play, they lose to Eldar anyway on a high level. But not Deco, or not Tornado. It looks very much like he knows exactly what to do. I'm sure like a lot of like players who actually knows a lot about the game would say, well, Deco did this and this mistake, but like I can't see the big mistakes from Tornado whatsoever. I think Deco got kind of surprised. He went a different build order, but apparently Tornado had... Yeah, Tornado just saw it coming. He got early Vespids and then delayed some of his upgrades for the listing post. And then he got the listing post upgrades right after. Also getting the Fire Warriors, obviously. Yeah, huge performance. Massive performance by Tornado. He just literally wipes Deco, which is like unheard of. That is actually unheard of. You guys know how insane Deco is, so like, I know this is 9 months ago, but like, come on. Actually, guys, that was it. That was it for today. Yeah, I'm actually kind of sad that this episode right now is over, but I hope that you guys will enjoy the next one coming. But I'm very happy that I got to watch these games and cast these games. There was some interesting games, let's put it that way. But yeah, Tornado moves on. We're gonna see who his opponent is tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but in the next in part 3. But yeah, well played to Tornado. Deco moves down in the losers bracket. That is insane to me. That is so insane. That sentence right there is so insane. First round, down in a losers bracket. I'm gonna just say right now, rest in peace to all the players who's going up against Deco. But yeah, this is kind of an underperformance by Deco, and Tornado looks like a player that you don't mess with. Holy moly. Okay, GG, well played to Tornado. I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I see you in part 3. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.